going to do a couple blue vessels tonight. It's about 10:30, so I thought I would do a couple of things. I'm going to add the water first to both of these. It just makes it a little easier for me, and I notice that it has less dust if I do that. I am wearing a mask, so hopefully you can hear me. If not, well, I'll make some notes here for you. So, basically, I'm running my 280 grams of cemento, about 74 grams of water, and about 8 grams of the color. I'm using a direct color blue at a 3% rate, so I'm not doing 5% anything, I'm doing 3%. So that's what I'm going to do these at, and that's it. So I'm just going to start on this, and I'll mix these up, and they're just going to be a straightforward pour, nothing funky, not adding any gold to them. So I'm just going to be doing some blues. And I think 3% is pushing this blue. You can probably use less than 3%, but I kind of like how the blue comes out. Now, the only thing with most blues is they have a lot of bubbles in blues. It's the only thing I really don't care for them, because of the amount of bubbles that they have. And what you probably can't see in here is there is a huge amount of bubbles in here, and it has to do with the pigment itself. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pour it in here, and all the bubbles are going to rise up to the top, and these I will do some tapping with, which, as you normally know, I don't do a whole lot of tapping. I just don't do it. So I'm just going to let that sit over there. See, this one already has its water, and it's just going to sit in there right now. And I'm going to pour this one. Just a straightforward pour, nothing funky, nothing weird. This is a very, very thin mix. I'm going to let this set up for about 4 hours. And as you see, we got all them lovely bubbles up on the top. And I really don't care that they're there. Okay, so we're just going to let that sit. I'm going to move this blue out of my way. Get that over there. Tap, tap, tap a little bit. It's very watery. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I'm just going to mix this up pretty good. And if you're watching this one over here, the bubbles are popping, so I'm just letting the bubbles pop on their own while I mix this one. And I'll demold these in the morning. I'm actually working on another project too at the same time while I'm doing that styrofoam. So I'm doing a styrofoam project, same time I'm working on this project. This in here, let's keep that blue contained. I'm just getting rid of as many of those as we can, because as you see, this stuff has a lot of bubbles in it. It has to do with the pigment I'm using. I like to do it in a circular motion, so it just spreads out pretty evenly. And then and I can see what I'm doing here. I get down so I can look at the side. I know when to stop. Stop right there. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. And all I'm going to do now is just do little itty bitty bits and let it. I want those bubbles to pop by themselves. And if they don't, get my little stick here. And I'm going to pop some of these bigger ones. They're popping on their own. But give it a little help here with my little stick here. This is kind of boring to watch at this point, but my thing here is to get as many of these little bubbles out of here as I can. It doesn't make that much of a difference because I'm going to cover these bottoms with cork anyway, but it's more along the line of just personal reasons. Pretty good, they're real small, nothing big coming up from the sides. My thing is to work this a little bit, so I know that it's boring, but it's worth it in the end. See, this one's starting to set up. As you guys know, I don't do a lot of tapping in general. Just not one of the things I do. Normally, like whatever detail I have is in the colors I use. This one looks really good. A few real small little micro bubbles popping on the top. I really don't care about those now. I'll get rid of this little grouping here. So I'm just going to tap them ever so gently. Pretty good. Still got a few over there. Get there. Stubborn. I don't want to pop. But sometimes I'll just let it sit for a little bit, come back and get them. And if I can't get them, I'm not going to worry about it. They're on the bottom anyway. This one's starting to set up already. It's very good. I really want to get these out of here. If not, I'll just, there we go. Okay, we're just gonna go with those. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. I filled up just to the top. Okay, so I'm going to demold these tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's interesting. These guys right here just don't want to do what I want them to do. They will in the end. They will in the end. That looks pretty good. Okay, I'll demold these in the morning and tack it on the end of here, and I'll show you what we got. Thanks, bye. Okay, so we're back. So these are the blue ones we poured last night before I went to bed, so which was about 4 hours ago. So tops look pretty good. A little extra blue on the top. They kind of settle that way with this blue. So this is just to wipe them down. So let's see what we got here. Come on. Doesn't want to let go. These are pretty clean. There's a little bit up here that's getting on my hands. Okay, so with blues I like to wipe them down. I like the blacks. They get, with the super black, they get a little fine blue on the outside. So I like to rub them down, get any extra color off of them. Nothing on the inside, there's going to be some on the bottom, there always is. So I just wipe that extra off. It's like the super black where you, if I buff the finish a little bit with a paper towel, they get very shiny. They're super smooth too. This blue is just like that black. I tell you, it's just a fantastic color. I'm going to put coast and put cork on the bottom anyway, so I really don't care about the bottoms, how they look. But look at that, nice and shiny. A little gold from the last time I used that mold. Must have missed it. Some dark spots, I'm not going to care. They'll lighten up. It'll all even out when this thing cures up. I've noticed that these little darker spots here, it's all going to even up after it dries. After it cures for a few days, it'll all be the same color, so I don't really care. Those look good. See how shiny they are? They're super shiny. A little gold on the inside from the mold that was in there. I just used those molds for something else. So that's the blue Demold. I'll tack it on the other one. But that's the blue. It's dark color's blue. I'll leave the number in the description of it. So pretty good. That was a success too. So that's it. Okay, thanks. Bye.